It's been a minute. I haven't put out a video in a while, so let's do that, right? Everybody wants to play some ARAMs, yeah? Wait, hold on, what are you doing?
Oh yeah!
Oh shit, it's Kliff. I don't think he wants to play. Yeah, look at how he fucking changes colors. That's not a good sign. We need to hold on. Alright, Kliff, we got it. We got it. Okay. Alright, we'll put this away. We'll do this instead. Every year I take this to sort of see how my personality changes. It's just a fun little stupid sport class quiz. But I decided I wanted to record it to see how it would go, and maybe if I'm still doing videos in a year, we can see the difference. And also to appease Kliff, you know, that man was going crazy. Besides that, there is a surprise this month on the channel. I'll leave it a mystery for now, but if you figure it out, you can just, you know, drop a message in the comments. Oh shit, did I say comment section? Yeah, I said fucking comment section. If you know what it is, do it. Also like and subscribe and all that shit, but let's do it. I don't remember what I got last year, but I think it was like Explorer or some random shit. You regularly make new friends. Do I? Nah, I don't make that many friends, but I'm friendly, I think. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Sometimes, yeah. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan all the time. Usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. With the exception of like fighting game pressure, yes. So we're gonna go there. Social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. I think as I got older, this has gone to the disagree side, but in college all the time I was just talking to people I didn't know. It was more fun that way. But I have to answer this as right now, so it's for right now. I'd probably just speak to people that I know. I prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. I agree. I'm very sentimental. I'll give it that. I do have sentimental tendencies. I like certain things, but I'm also very quick to drop something if it's not good anymore. Yeah, so like for this question, I keep thinking about last year when I was playing Okami for the first time, because Mimi wanted to watch me play it, and I asked her what was the best weapon type, because there's a couple of weapons that Okami can use. There's like great swords, beads, like frisbees and shit, and she just said pick whichever one you like, but I needed it to be the BIS weapon because I don't want to waste my fucking time. But it ended up being the great swords, so God bless. But she likes the beads. The beads are cool, but I hold no value to the weapons. I just want the best. So I don't know if that counts as sentimental, but we're gonna leave it in there for now. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Yeah, I kind of do. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Nah, sometimes we just goof. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation? Sure. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works. It depends on Usually I don't. You have to be in the mood to want to analyze and dissect with a group of people. I'm not always wanting to do that. I just want to chill. But I put small green. You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Sure. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. I try to plan a routine and then I end up doing whatever the fuck I want. But usually it's in line, like the plan was the first draft of what the spontaneous actions were gonna be. You rarely worry about whether You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Nah, I do worry somewhat. I think the first impression is pretty big for a lot of people and a lot of interactions, especially nowadays where you don't bump into people that often because of the whole pandemic shit. So especially in work environments like emails, Teams meetings and shit like that, if you make a strong first impression, that'll linger on for days to come. Yeah. You enjoy participating in group activities? Yeah. I like doing things solo for the most part. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Maybe as a kid, but I like being entertained nowadays. Do the thinking for me, please. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I'd agree. I like watching other people pop off and being an asset to that. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. I am interested in a lot of things, but I rarely find it difficult to choose. I can prioritize pretty well. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Damn, the doomer mindset. No, we can always pull it through. Just gotta keep your head up and have systems in place to bring your head back up when you struggle to do it. You avoid leadership roles and group settings. Most of the time, yeah. Although my personality, or the way I interpret my personality, is to be very loud and boisterous, sort of commanding the room with whatever idiocy that's coming out of my mouth. At the same time, I do like sitting back and letting other people take the reins. I don't mind taking the reins. I just see myself more as more flexible, right? I can take the reins, but I just kind of choose not to. So I'll put a small green. Yeah, small green. You're definitely not an artistic type of person. I put a medium purple on that. I don't draw, but artistry is not just, drawing. Although, to be fair, even though I've played piano for like 12 years, I haven't touched the piano in over 2 years at this point. Even less so since I graduated college like 8 years ago. But I feel myself pretty artsy-fartsy. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? Wrong. Feelings are awesome and it's kind of what makes things fun. But rationality is also cool. I'll put small purple. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax? No, not at all. I would like to be in the mindset that I do this, but I definitely want to relax before doing anything else. You enjoy watching people argue? Not really. Don't care too much for it. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. In specific situations, sure. I'm not trying to get everyone's attention. Sometimes you just want to do your own thing, right? I would say what my online personality tends to draw attention to myself. But outside of the computer space, I'm pretty low key. I like to avoid confrontation. Not confrontation, attention. Attention is the better word there. So we'll answer for the majority of my being, which is the out of computer self, which is true. Your mood can change very quickly. Yeah, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm pretty moody. If I'm hungry, fuck. If I'm sad, I'm kind of sad boying it up. But I can turn that on a dime too and be like, all right, we'll store the hangry for later. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. All right, so with this question is a big disagree, but, and I'll put a big but to pull the curtain behind this question. I am losing my patience. However, I don't show it because I don't lose it entirely. I guess from a teaching standpoint, I've gained the endurance to just sort of truck on, right? Like you have to fight through it with people. If they don't get a particular problem, or if you're trying to understand how they're feeling, you need to speak to them. And sometimes that goes beyond your normal level of patience. And I've been tutoring and teaching since I was in 6th grade. So I've had a lot of time to hone that skill and lose my patience internally, but not externally. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Oh, big true. I am a procrastinator. You always have been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. I think younger me was, but as of now, I'm chill. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Big disagree. I am a loner at heart. I fucking love chilling, doing my own thing. Become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Also true. I don't care. After a certain point, there's no reason to go I don't know, like 3 anecdotes removed from the current discussion. I like to keep it close to the topic at hand. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. I feel like that goes against the definition of empathy, right? Because you feel what someone is going through because you've also experienced it. Unless they mean like experiences being different from yours, but the idea of the experience, like aka mourning or death or sadness or nervousness, anxiety. In that case, I would agree there, but empathizing with someone who has a different experience than you is kind of tough. And it's almost, I feel like I would take it as an insult, but I would appreciate them trying to understand how I feel, right? So I guess there's difficulty. Yeah, we'll do a purple circle. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Yeah. Just comes with the procrastination. Even though in my mind I've decided what I want to do, I haven't put it on paper yet. We'll make it small green. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. That's a... even going through this recording, you can kind of see the back and forth, but I usually stay on track with my original decision, and then I quickly check the devil's advocate side before choosing my answer. So I'd say small purple. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. Big disagree. Who cares? You enjoy going to art museums. Yeah, they're chill. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. I don't think so for the most part. Nah, I'll put... yeah, I'll do medium purple. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I do like it, but I don't do it. You rarely feel insecure. Big disagree. Insecurity. No, that's not a big doubt. That's a small doubt. I am insecure, but at the same time, I'm pretty confident in what I do. At least enough to churn out these videos. You know, you get more videos if you hit that thumbs up button. By the way, you avoid making phone calls. Sure. No, that's gonna be a true neutral. I make a phone call if I need to make one, and if I don't need to make one, I don't make one. It's pretty straightforward, right? You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. I like thinking outside the box. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. I'll put a medium circle there. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. No, I kind of like to ride what's happening at that moment. If it's good. If it's bad and I need to realign the priorities, sure. But more often than not, I like to see how things go. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Damn. The classic cringe in the shower moment. Sometimes. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I feel like I've done my time with this concept like 10 years ago. But now I'm kind of living day to day, which may say more about the time I have to think about things versus, you know, scraping by, just enjoying free time when you're not working. I don't know, that rarely contemplates. Yeah, that's true. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I imagine the big purple circle as like, there's no way this ever happens, right? But sometimes this happens. Not very rarely. Oh wait, in that case, yeah, it should be small purple. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. It depends on the situation, but yeah, for the most part, I kind of like to take the ease off the burn if I can. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Disagree. Since I procrastinate all the time with work, then it's more of a controlled thing, right? Because I could choose to do the work, but I don't. And because I save it for the last minute, my organized and consistent efforts are funneled at the tail end of deadlines. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed at you. Damn, what a doomer mindset. Come on, guys. Feel good about yourselves. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Again, I do like solo work. However, the social aspects are kind of fun too. And I know while I would enjoy solo 99% of the time, I would most certainly miss the 1% of the social aspects, and I would need that for balance. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Big disagree. I fucking love philosophy. So much so that I wasted half of my my college life majoring in it. Fuck. But yeah, philosophy is cool. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres. No. There's a time and place for busy atmospheres, but I tend to like quiet places. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. Not usually. I got a pretty good read on facial expressions. I often feel overwhelmed. Nah, not really. If that overwhelming feeling starts to creep up, I just reprioritize and get myself back on track. I tend to think of myself as a one-man army functioning unit. If one part fails, then the rest of my unit of one can figure out how to bring that section back to snuff. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I am very much so a person that likes to go methodically down the checklist if I have one in front of me. Otherwise, I'm going to methodically go down my brain checklist one by one. You're very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Sure. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. You struggle with deadlines. I struggle with doing things well ahead of deadlines, but I, for the most part, meet my deadlines. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Yeah, sure. My gender optional, sure. Oh, I'm a defender this time. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Maybe I should do a drum roll there. If I edit, or if I had an editor, but we'll find out when the video comes out, yeah? Alright, well. It says I am introverted, observant, feeling, judging, and assertive. I'd say for this year, that probably nails it down. I don't know about this feeling part, but I feel like they threw a lot of feeling questions at me. Maybe I am. That's interesting. Big judge. All right, so let's start reading on what the hell this defender is. No, we're good. Okay. Love only grows by sharing. You can only have more for yourself by giving it away to others. Damn. That's that tank grind set. Defender is quite unique, as many of their qualities defy the definition of their individual traits. Huh. I guess by how I was taken aback by some of these bars, it kind of makes sense. Though sensitive, defenders have excellent analytical abilities. Though reserved, they have well-developed people skills and robust social relationships. And though they are generally a conservative type, defenders are often receptive to change and new ideas. As with so many things, people with a defender personality type are more than the sum of their parts, and it is the way they use these strengths that define who they are. Yeah, I fuck with that. I don't fuck with true altruist though. I like shit. There's hardly a better type to make up such a large proportion of the population. Nearly 13%. Combining the best of tradition and the desire to do good, defenders are found in lines of work with a sense of history behind them, such as medicine, academics, or charitable social work. I guess that makes sense with the teaching background. Turbulent defenders. Are they just very windy? They're often meticulous to the point of perfectionism, and though they procrastinate, they can always be relied on to get the job done. We must be seen to be believed. If I can protect you, I will. Oh, if you wanted to read these, you can pause the video. Right here, look, I'll stop here. And you can read that. All right, let's see what the strengths and weaknesses are. Okay, so we're supportive, reliable and patient, imaginative and observant, enthusiastic, loyal and hardworking, and good practical skills. All right, but what are my weaknesses? I'm humble and shy. Uh-oh. And I take things too personally. Uh-oh. Ah, man. There was a tweet from like a few months ago where it was just like, it's like the boxing man meme where it's like, all right, I'm gonna block this burst, referring to Guilty Gear. And then, I don't think it's burst, but it's something else. But you mess up and you get destroyed, and it's like, damn, why do I even play this game? Am I even good? And I felt that shit. I take things like my like learning how to play fighting games way too personally, and I feel like shit when I lose. But I've been doing better with understanding learning pace. And I should give myself more time, because I do need more time with stuff like that. I repress my feelings, dickheads, overload themselves, reluctant to change, and too altruistic. I don't agree with any of those. Well, I don't agree with this one, but these are okay. Overload themselves and reluctant to change. Again, if you wanted to read them, pause the video when they appeared on the screen. I'm already at the end game for this video right now. Romantic relationships. Sure, we'll read this. When it comes to romantic relationships, defenders' kindness grows into a joy that is only found in taking care of their family and home and being there for emotional and practical support whenever it's needed. Home is where the heart is for people with defender. I don't know other area of their lives that they strive with such dedication to create the harmony and beauty they wish to see in the world. All right, we're gonna move on. Our upward course is due to our soundness of heart. Yeah. Some protect shit. Like all the best families, we have our disagreements. Okay. I'm not reading all this shit. That's a lot of words, man. But it's here if you guys want to read it. Friendships. Given how generous defenders are with their warm praise and support, it's not surprising that others enjoy their company enough to call them friends. All right. All right. To what greater inspiration and counsel can we turn? The real friends, those close inner circle friends, are the ones defenders truly cherish for their quality of character and quality of discussion. True. Defenders aren't particularly picky about what personality types they make friends with, at least not initially, but because they prefer so strongly to avoid conflict and miscommunication, most of the friends are likely to end up being very similar personalities. I would say because we avoid conflict, we, the defenders, but because conflict evasion is within talking to people, then it's even more so that you make friends with people of various personalities rather than them being fairly similar, right? I don't really agree with this statement. Parenthood. I'll read this later, but it's there if you want to read it. Seeing the world in its true light. And it is this transition, though, from the other defensive infants. Alright, your boy is losing smoke, so we're just gonna read the big words. Do right, even if we suffer in doing so. Sure. Alright. What are my careers? Be humble and earnest. However, blah blah blah. Okay. Live pleasantly and do good. Yeah, that's a good career. Workplace habits. Defenders, subordinates. They really should have made these fucking bullet points. Cause I'm not gleaning anything from these titles. Defender colleagues. Defender managers. Alright, sweet, the conclusion. Few personality types are as practical and dedicated as defenders. Yet defenders can easily be tripped up in areas where their kindness and practical approach are more of a liability than an asset. What you have read so far is just an intro to the complex concept. This is not a trick. You felt understood because you were. Alright, website, you can relax. Don't talk to me like that. Like, this is not a coincidence. But in order to do that, you need to have a plan, a personal roadmap. This knowledge is only the beginning of your lifelong journey. Our premium profiles provide a roadmap. Oh my god, premium profile? Do I click it? No. 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 Wait, I wanted to see people who are like me. How do I do that? I thought there was a... Wait. Maybe it's under introduction. There used to be a thing where it would tell you that famous defenders or shit like that. Damn, Sentinel. Big CD. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. I'm Beyonce, bitch. Let's get it. And the queen. And I sing. Why? Vin Diesel, really? I don't know who Kate Middleton is. Damn. Selena for the Zoomers. Captain America. God. What a shithead. Okay. Cool. I don't remember what this character was in Desperate Housewives. But we're Beyonce though. That's premier girl boss energy right there. Alright, cool. Are you satisfied now, Kliff?
Yes, sir.
He still looks angry. Maybe one day he'll stop changing colors. But thank you for watching. There'll be another video soon. Who knows when it'll be. And if you ever figure out that October secret, by the way, just drop it in the comments. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I won't. But if you figure it out, there might be a bonus video in the works. Thanks for liking and subbing. Maybe stream. You know how all that shit goes. I'll catch you in the next one.